Taurus, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Taurus this week? Okay, you have the Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. There's a lot of defensive energy this week. As always, I'm going to talk you through these cards first and then clarify them and get more out of them. But firstly, Seven of Wands, very defensive, and I don't mean that in a negative way, I just mean it in a, there's something where you're taking protective measures or preventative measures or something to protect yourself or look out for yourself and others. It's very, very like a worst case scenario preparing kind of energy. Some of you, I don't know, this is actually about like genuinely boarding up a house or something, or a car. I don't know why. I'm even seeing like windows, you know, when they put the pieces of tape across the window. So maybe you're just doing that for some reason. I don't know. But it's just, there's something about like precautions basically. I won't know until I clarify more anything else. I'm just getting like preparing for the worst. Then you have Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is kind of like doing very good work, creating very valuable work, very quality, like attention to detail, looking really closely, paying a lot of attention to all the little things that make something almost like perfectionistic energy. You're just paying a lot of attention to the finer details and you're not realizing others won't even notice. There's also something about something you're creating would look actually a lot better or something, and it's like, you know, this, like this is the revelation you're going to come to halfway through is, oh actually it doesn't need so much detail. It was quality as it was. I don't know why that's coming through. It won't be for all of you, but there's just something where you're going to simplify something. But Three of Pentacles can be teamwork. You're creating something of value, not just for yourself but others as well, and others are somehow involved and collaborating this week. This feels a little bit like a you know, when you're in school and you have like a school project, a team project, and it's like a group project, sorry, and it's almost as if you're like, well, I'm gonna be doing all the work, I'm gonna have to knuckle down and do everything because these nimwits aren't going to help, and it ends up that they actually have their own special ways of helping that are a lot better than you anticipate. Then you have Nine of Wands, and obviously, by the way, just to backtrack, it won't be that for a lot of you, but you know, maybe it will be in work. You have to collaborate with some people and you're like, ugh, and then it turns out, oh, right, and you end up wanting to work again with those people. Nine of Wands, again, protective energy. There's something where you could have been hurt in the past and you don't want that to happen twice. And this card is right next to the Three of Pentacles and it's looking at the Three of Pentacles. So there could be something where you've collaborated or worked with others in the past or tried to, and it's not been balanced and it's not been fair. And there's just something where you're definitely paying attention to this. You want to get the credit for what you're doing. Like, there's just something here with that. Nine of Wands is also just like letting your guard down sometimes, or the need to, because you've built a wall around yourself, you've protected yourself, you've hid yourself in order to not get hurt, but there's something where you're gonna realize you want to open up a little bit basically this week. You're gonna feel like, oh, how can anyone ever really know me if I'm protecting myself constantly from being known? There's something where you're gonna feel called to reveal more of yourself, and whether or not you do, it's up to you, but there's just something with the Nine of Wands, like, it just seems as if you're getting ready to let the wall down, basically. Two of Pentacles, there's something as well where you're very, very busy and you're juggling multiple things. So whether that be you're juggling work, love, but it's just like one thing to the other immediately. You finish one thing, you're onto the other, and it's just like, I don't know if there's much time of sitting still this week. Clarify the Seven of Wands. the Seven of Wands, some of you it's to do with friendship or a relationship, that preparing for the worst thing. So it could also be you're almost prepared for someone to leave or prepared for someone to disappoint you. And with the Two of Cups, I just feel as if this, and the Nine of Wands here, it's almost like you just don't want the past to repeat itself. So you're, I don't know, some of you are kind of breaking your own heart a little bit, ready for someone to disappoint you. Clarifying the Three of Pentacles, you have Two of Wands. You're definitely, there's something where you have a backup plan. With that thing where I said you're collaborating or working with others, there's something where you almost have your own thing separate, like a backup plan, so you can kind of go, yep, this is mine, this is what I did all by myself. Also, I collaborated on this, but I did about this much of it. Like, there's something where you have a second option. And others, this is really specific because not all of you are going to be in a job where you're creating or collaborating, but there is something happening where you're working with someone. Even just, maybe it's like a hobby, I don't know, but there's just something where you're ready to show what you can do on your own. But it also turns out you're very good at working with these particular people. You may not be good at working in groups usually, but there's something where you are succeeding in some way with these specific people. Clarify the Nine of Wands. The Death card. I love this card. It's all about rebirth, all about rising from the ashes and just creating something new of yourself, for yourself, or in your life. And with the Nine of Wands, I just feel as if some of you could have been in a kind of season of hiding, or a season of not just hiding, but maybe just hiding deeper parts of yourself or deeper truths of who you are. And there's something with the rebirth where you'll kind of come out and shine and show everything, and it's almost like 0 to 100, or it's like a very stark contrast, almost, because you're being reborn in some way where you are actually out in the world as yourself. And that's a really weird thing to say, but it just feels as if whoever you were playing or whoever you were acting as wasn't completely who you felt was you, if that makes sense. You didn't feel, you felt a little bit like you were pretending to be someone else, and you're going to suddenly realize you like who you are better. But there's like a huge, like, stark contrast in your life the second you start being more yourself. And I don't think, by the way, this isn't advice, I'm not like be yourself, it's you going, you've already deciding. I feel like when you're watching this you already know it's better to be yourself, obviously, but there's just something where you don't know how to put that into action until this week, and then you go, oh, that's what I should be doing, or that's how I should be acting. That's Queen of Pentacles clarifying the Two of Pentacles. You're kind of also like very money orientated, but also like it's good, it feels nice, like you're busy, but then you're also like, it's paying off if you're creating a lot or if you're working a lot. Firstly, there's something where you're playing and you're enjoying it, which is most important, is you're enjoying how you're working, but also you're making a good fortune for yourself, or a good income for yourself, because Queen of Pentacles has a lot, and not only does she have a lot of wealth, she has a lot of almost priceless possessions that go beyond that. And I just feel like around this you've got a lot of gratitude for the money or wealth that you'll be accumulating. You're grateful for it, but not for the wrong reasons. You're grateful for it because it gives you the more priceless things, like time. Like, it just seems as if you're finding yourself in a more wealthy position where you won't have to worry about working on things that don't fuel your happiness. You're going to be working on things that are happiness, that do make you happy, because there's just a lot of great gratitude coming in this week. You're feeling very grateful, which to me, with the Queen of Pentacles, I just feel as if you're grateful to be able to kind of, it just feels as if you're even though you're very busy this week, you're busy doing things that fuel your soul, which is really beautiful and very rare. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Sorry if it was short. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tale Tarot Tuesdays.